structured form. On June 1st, around 10:30 in the morning, a passenger flying into Medellin, Colombia, noticed something strange outside the airplane window about 20 minutes before landing. While most people were focused on the arrival, this traveler spotted an unusual object in the sky and quickly pulled out their phone to capture it. Several photos and a video were taken during the encounter. At first, the object looked like a floating shape, not like any regular plane or balloon. When zoomed in later, the photos revealed even more detail. The structure appeared to have a patterned surface, with sharp edges that made it look metallic or reflective. What stood out most was that, upon closer inspection, there seemed to be two small spherical objects moving alongside it. These metallic-looking balls appeared to stay in sync with the main shape, almost as if they were connected or flying in formation. The witness admitted that they had never seen anything like this before. It wasn't behaving like a normal aircraft. Balloons usually drift in a single direction with the wind, but this object looked more stable and intentional in its movement. It also didn't resemble a drone, which typically has propellers and a clearer design. Its unusual shape and the smaller orbs moving in unison made it appear otherworldly. Later, while reviewing the footage at home, the traveler slowed the video down and zoomed in frame by frame. That's when the full strangeness of the sighting became clear. The shape didn't match any everyday explanation, and the metal balls raised even more questions. This sighting is important because it was captured in daylight, at high altitude, and from a plane, conditions that rule out many common explanations like camera tricks or street-level drones. The witness has asked for help in sharing the video and finding out what others think about the object. For now, the sighting remains a mystery. It adds to the growing list of strange aerial encounters recorded by everyday people with modern phones. Whether it was an advanced craft, an unknown balloon, or something else entirely, this Medellin sighting stands out as one of the more puzzling recent reports. Black shape. On September 12, 2025, around 7:24 p.m., a strange black object was spotted in the sky above Carmel Mountain Ranch in San Diego, California. The photo shows a dark, curved shape standing out clearly against the evening sky. According to the witness, the object made no noise, had no lights, and remained in place for a long period of time. The observer said the object stayed visible for at least 10 minutes, and when the sun went down, it was still there. They pointed out that it looked large, not close like a small balloon or drone. Instead, it appeared distant yet big enough to stand out clearly against the fading daylight. Its solid black color made it easy to see, even as the sky grew darker. What makes this sighting unusual is how long the object remained in the same spot. Balloons, drones, or other common objects usually drift, flash lights, or make some kind of sound. But in this case, there was total silence and no sign of movement, at least during the time it was watched. The curved shape adds another layer of mystery, as it does not resemble a typical aircraft, bird, or common man-made object. The witness described the moment with a sense of curiosity rather than fear. They stressed that it was not only unusual, but also very visible, and it kept drawing attention because it stood out so strongly against the evening sky. Despite this, no further explanation or follow-up event was recorded after the object was no longer visible. This sighting leaves open several questions. Could it have been a large balloon, a distant drone, or something entirely different? Without more angles or video footage, it's hard to tell for sure. What is certain is that this black, silent object captured the attention of at least one observer, and it remains an unexplained moment in the skies of San Diego. Multiple phenomena. In January 2025, a resident of Wuppertal, Germany decided to share their unusual experiences with the public for the very first time. For about 7 months before this, they had been regularly seeing strange objects and lights in the night sky from their apartment balcony. These sightings included orbs, triangle-shaped lights, blinking objects like drones, and even what looked like moving stars. The witness said these events happened almost every night, not just occasionally, which made them feel that something very important might be happening. The person explained that they had captured several of these objects on camera and wanted to release the videos to the public. In the first video they shared, taken from their back garden balcony, they focused on a single glowing object near the tree line. Later, when reviewing the footage, they noticed a second object in the sky that had not been visible to the naked eye, but which appeared clearly on camera. This discovery convinced them that something unusual was truly going on. The witness admitted that, at times, they even spoke to the lights as if there was some form of communication happening. They described feeling a strange connection, as though the objects could respond in some invisible way. Over time, the sightings became more intense. A few weeks before posting, they reported seeing what looked like an interdimensional being standing on the roof of a neighboring house. Since that moment, they felt as if cloaked entities were present all around their area. Although they knew their claims might sound unbelievable, the witness insisted they are a normal person who simply could not ignore what was happening anymore. They felt it was their responsibility to alert others, because these experiences seemed to be building toward a major event. By sharing their story on a public forum, they hoped to find people who might have gone through something similar, or who could help them make sense of it. This case is striking because it combines multiple types of UFO activity, strange lights, invisible objects only caught on camera, and direct perceptions of beings, making it one of the more unusual and personal reports to come out of Germany in recent years. Ranch photos. In December 2024, a strange and fascinating UFO sighting was reported near the small town of Winifred, Montana. The event took place on the night of December 24th around 11 p.m. in a very remote and desolate part of the state. The photos were captured using a Fuji camera, which gave the images surprising clarity and detail compared to the usual blurry or shaky UFO footage people often expect. The location of this sighting makes it especially interesting. Less than a mile away sits a missile launch control facility connected to 10 underground silos. For decades, Montana has been linked with mysterious UFO activity near such military sites. Historical cases at nearby Malmstrom Air Force Base tell similar stories of unidentified objects appearing around nuclear weapons facilities. This connection adds weight to the possibility that these sightings are not random, but targeted. The witness, a local rancher with a 2,000-acre property near the facility, has lived in the area his entire life. According to him, he has been seeing strange lights and objects in the skies since childhood. He claims the phenomena are common in the area, though rarely captured in such quality. On this night, he managed to take several sharp photos of a glowing structured object. Instead of the usual glowing orbs, these images show something far more defined, leaving the viewer with little doubt that the object was extraordinary. The witness also mentioned that he has more photos and videos stored away, some going back many years. If he is able to recover and share them, it could provide an important timeline of recurring UFO activity in this part of Montana. With the combination of location, history, and visual evidence, this sighting stands out as more than just a casual story. It adds to the long list of unexplained cases near sensitive military installations in the American Midwest. This Montana encounter reminds us that even in today's world of advanced technology and constant surveillance, there are still mysteries in the sky that remain unexplained. Large black object. On October 11, 2019, around early evening between 6 and 7 p.m., a French family living in St. Pierre on Ronian Island, near Madagascar, filmed something unusual in the sky. The mother, Sandrine, first noticed a strange black object from her bedroom window. At first, she thought it might just be her eyes playing tricks, but when she kept watching, she realized it was really there. The object was very large, dark, and slowly moving in the sky.
vois la forme?
Wanting a closer look, Sandrine set up her Conus Motormax 90 telescope, a Makshadov Cassegrain type with a 90mm lens, and decided to try filming it. She did not use special equipment. Instead, she simply placed her foam camera against the telescope's eyepiece and recorded. The video shows the object as a big, solid black shape against the sky. It looked about 9 to 10 kilometers away from where the family stood on their balcony. The footage feels authentic because near the end of the video, you can briefly see ordinary details like the tripod of the telescope, the balcony railing, and even one of the parents holding their child. These small background moments add credibility because they seem like natural accidents rather than planned special effects. It would take extra work to insert such details if the video was fake.
Ouais, là, s'il m'y bouge, mais que passer après s'il m'y trapèille encore, et là il remonte.
C'est quoi? Avocat? Hein? Bah c'est quoi? Hein? La lumière là-bas?
Là-bas. Tu vois un bras là-bas?
Oui.
Pareil, on vient voir au-dessus de la mer.
Ouais.
C'est ça,
Tiens mon téléphone s'il te plaît, mais ça y est rangé.
T'es bien?
Ouais. Et ça n'est pas bougé? Non, elle a bougé.
Sandrine also answered questions online about the recording. She explained that at one moment the object suddenly disappeared within seconds, as if it had vanished into thin air. There was no sound, no flashing lights, and nothing else to suggest it was an airplane or a drone. While skeptics may still argue it could be a trick of perspective or even computer graphics, many viewers find the video compelling. The calm way it was captured, the everyday setting, and the fact it was seen with the naked eye before using the telescope all point to a genuine experience. To this day, the large black UFO filmed over Ronian Island remains a mysterious and fascinating sighting that has sparked curiosity and debate in the UFO community. Close-range encounter video. On night of May 1, 2006, around 12:10 am, a strange event took place near Landres, in Maileron-Court, France. A video was filmed showing what appeared to be a close-up of a UFO. The first known upload of this footage appeared online in 2008. One of the video descriptions once pointed to a supposed source, but that link is no longer available today. Strangely, there was no coverage of the incident in the local press, and no official references exist outside of the online uploads. Later, one uploader even created a 3D recreation of the sighting. He explained that the author of the original video had admitted it was a hoax. This statement planted doubt among viewers and caused many to dismiss the footage as fake. Still, not everyone accepted that explanation. Then in 2019, the story took another turn. One of the supposed witnesses, an elderly man from the countryside, created a YouTube account. He uploaded the original video himself and confirmed through comments that he was present at the scene. He described being only about 10 meters away from the object, and he recalled how everything was vibrating during the event. Over the next few years, he posted a few unrelated videos, but never gained attention or fame. His channel has very few views and almost no comments. His quiet and modest online presence gave some people the sense that he was genuine, not someone seeking recognition.
Pour voir. J'ai dit un truc. Non, c'est qui est là-bas? C'est qui là? C'est lui? C'est qui lui? Ah, c'est toi. C'est toi? Ouais. Bah, je sais pas qui c'est pour ça, 2 mètres. J'ai peur. Non, mais j'en sais rien. Putain, mais c'est quoi ce truc? Est-ce que j'ai cherché la manière, tu crois? Allez. Bah, tu vas tout seul?
When you listen closely to the original recording, the witnesses sound like ordinary rural French people. Their voices reveal confusion, nervousness, and amazement. They don't sound like actors performing a hoax. Instead, they sound like regular people surprised by something they could not explain. The authenticity of the video remains debated. If it is not a deliberate hoax, then 2 main possibilities remain. Either the witnesses misidentified something natural or man-made, or it was truly something unknown. For those who trust the witnesses' sincerity, the video continues to stand as a fascinating mystery, an unsolved moment where normal people found themselves face to face with the unexplained.